erupting, and there were a lot of people on the other side, like at the edge of the crater. And then we heard like a public announcement, and everybody, like we saw like this whole stream of people moving away, and all the cars are driving away. So.
Oh. Welcome everybody. We are today in Nagaju Onsen, a weeping cherry blossom village, which is a little bit outside of Aso region, which is the part that we are exploring on the next few days. We have 4 days where we want to do some volcano hike, and as we show on the previous videos, we are trying to catch up the areas with the cherry blossom here in Kyushu. We're coming such in a middle point because some of them are finishing their blooming. If you can see here, the green has already come down, but it's still a little bit of the colors. Then we have some of them which are basically starting. You can tell there's no green and they are starting to open up. You see, and these little ones haven't started yet. And then we have some parts where the trees are halfway through. This is the area that we were most excited about when we came to Kyushu. So before we get into all of this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Life number 6.
Whee! Last time I was here, it was fairly warm. So it was also the first time I experienced it, but the blooming period felt very straightforward. It was just like very steadily increasing and then decreasing. Fair enough, we have been traveling more around the country now, but it also feels like a little bit more of an unstable blooming period. And like we did just hear recently that, for instance, Tokyo bloomed before Kyoto did, but Tokyo is further north. When I was here, that bloomed later. So maybe the swinging temperature affects the blooming periods of the cherry blossoms.
She's a flora scientist. Before the journey through the national park starts, we just wanted to show you how gorgeous this place actually is. I am so excited to be here, guys. Oh my gosh. That over there is basically a line of 5 active volcanoes. If I am correct, the active biggest volcano in Japan is that one over there, and it's called Mount Aso. You can actually hike to the crater, and that is one of the main reasons that we wanted to come here, because if the conditions are nice, the toxic smoke will not come way to afloat. So maybe we are lucky and we can actually be by the crater and see it fuming. This national park is so big and it has so many treks and hikes. So ideally I stop feeling sick by tomorrow morning and we can chunk a massive one. It is crazy that my 3-4 favorite locations that I've been on the last few months is being straight in a row, one after the other one in Japan. I think like the Kyushu region in Japan has exactly what I like when it comes to mountains and when it comes to colors. It is ridiculously beautiful, and probably we're on the perfect time of the year because it is really not crowded and high season is yet to come. And a little ramen to cheer the soul.
So nice.
Oh. I'm gonna miss ramen so much.
I know. Nobody makes it like you.
Good mornings from Minamiaso. We're on the lower part of the volcano area here in the Kumamoto region. Since we were looking at the national park from the northern side, now we have it on the southern one. If you see how vast all of this is, it took us a fair long time to actually drive around and come to this area. We are in a park called Minamiaso Sakura Koen, and it is so far the biggest one that we have seen when it comes to sakura trees. Perhaps that's not the right statement. Perhaps the right one is to say that without a doubt this is the one that we have seen with full bloom. This is so cozy. I actually like it with the green. It's like a different color display when you have like both of them, like green and pink, but I get it, like when it's just pink it's just so magical. This for me feels like more, this is how it's meant to be ish. It has a feeling of like this is how they are supposed to look like. And they are full pink, is so gorgeous, but this feels like it's such a weird mix between like the white, the pink and the green. Even the green is not like full green, you know, you have like little shades of orange and brown and pink. This is so gorgeous. That is where we are gonna go tomorrow. Oh, there's so many of them. Happy gal?
Yeah, very.
And you see this vast piece of land, kind of burned-ish, which tells me somewhat that what you were saying, that this is going to be more sakura, so they perhaps control burn this area just to plant more trees, because you have these here, you know, but then you have all of that with all the colors. Look at the difference here. Looks like an interpretation of life and death. Wow. What a place. In this section of the video, guys, we're gonna take a little praise of the Kumamoto region for being home of probably the most successful manga writer of all time here in Japan. Mr. Eichiro Oda, or how we call it between friends, Goda. She can't bear with the fact that I actually have a WhatsApp group with people that I don't know about One Piece because we love it so much.
I love that. I love it.
Eichiro Oda is the creator of the most successful manga franchise in the history of Japan, which is One Piece. It has the Guinness World Record of the most comic books ever sold by one single author. And by 2022 it had like 520 million copies sold, making it the best-selling manga in history. And that says a lot, considering that we're talking about it being above things like X-Men, Spider-Man and things like that. Kumamoto is the region where Eichiro Oda is from, and to commemorate that they have spread all around the region sun statues of the main characters of the Mugiwara crew, which is basically the pirate crew of the main characters. We're here to say that we're super grateful to be in Japan right now.
Ruben just put One Piece music on because we went to see One Piece statue and he's on fire, and we're on our way to the next one already. He said he didn't want to hunt them all down, but I have a feeling this is I'm gonna be driving all day hunting One Piece statues for him.
No, we have decided to go have lunch, and Katrina's been aiming to have an okonomiyaki in this area. And what are the chances? They're like, wow, there's one amazing okonomiyaki place next to the Zoro statue. So, well, you know, I just needed to get a little bit. It's a little motivation for this, you know?
Completely random, right?
Ah, let's go to the coziest, cutest little place in the world. Oh.
Like this?
So good. Oishi. Super overpowering the green onion filling inside. We chosen to do it with squid, green onion, garlic, and octopus. This is delicious. We have like the standard flakes on the top with the sauce and the mayonnaise. This is so nice. That was one of the best okonomiyakis that I had so far. But Santorio. So good. Ew, that's nuts. Yay. Mornings from a perfect day in the Aso mountains. Lucky that we have the hiking gym instead of the tourist gym today, because the crater itself is today blocked due to volcanic activity. They give us a paper where you can actually check basically which parts are affected, and some of the routes are blocked, but since we are aiming to do the most challenging hike on this area, that part is basically going to Mount Nakadake and Mount Takadake, and that means that we will go all the way up the volcanoes that are on the other side of the crater that is a little hefty. And now you can tell this should have been the upper parking where we go, and it's fully blocked.
Are advised not to climb the mountain since even low concentrations of volcanic gas may cause seizures.
Alright, so here's our security guard saying that it's blocked, but if we want to do Nakadake or Takadake, it's allowed. I love hiking like this. So good. Hola, gordo! Yay! Oh, yeah. The smell, eh? There we go. This is so unique. This is ash. It is so well marked. This is so nice. Mount Sara. Beautiful. This is so nice. Alright, so that's where we're hiking. Sure. This is meant to be a massive crater.
And there's 4 over there, not just 1. No, yeah, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
It looks like we're in another planet right now. This for real looks smaller than what I believe that it actually is. You can see on the middle there, kind of in a very, very tiny little blue backpack. A gentleman on the middle of the mountain. It's just like, he looks so small compared to the mountain. Look at this. This is so cool, baby. Look at this. We'll fit here.
How do you look like this? So pretty. Wow! Oh, holy crap!
Not too shabby, boys and girls, not too shabby. I think we have met only around 4 or 5 people so far on the hike. And the views of the crater, because of what we told you, there's a little bit stronger volcanic activity today. It's completely blocked, so nobody's able to come there unless you're paying lots of money for the helicopter. So the fact that we are one of the only people on this mountain that is enjoying the crater as it is deserves a oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Like over there is death. Which is so weird.
Did you see a grill? The man in me wants to go there and put some sausages to grill, you know?
They'll just get black because it's just smoke.
You ready? Drum rolls?
Yeah.
Yay! Underwhelming. Oh wow.
Yeah, when you were like, I think it's just gonna get better than that, I was like, oh, so.
Ah, yeah. Nakadake 1.1, Takadake 1.8. So that's Nakadake. That's Takadake. Beautiful weather. Thank you. This is such a redonkulous view. I think we just found a very nice cozy spot, a little bit outside of the wind, to have our food. That's such a beautiful ridge. Cute little onigiris. But it is so windy. That is hitting hard. This is nice and warm here. What a different part of the hike out of the sudden in 2 meters, eh? Oh, beautiful. We made it to the east peak of the mountain. This is next level. Holy sh**. From a scale, realistically, compared to everything that we've done so far, from a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate the hike?
From everything we've done, this is a 10. This is a 12. It's a good hike. It's not a rough hike. It's a very easy hike, but it's beautiful. and it has volcanic landscapes, and it's long. We're gonna walk 5 hours total. It's totally my jam. The weather is gorgeous. We have the best Japanese snacks in the world in the bag. Like, it's a good hike. How would you rate it?
I would say, I don't know, I would have said a 10, but because of what we did the other day, like that type of volcano that you could see from very close, a little bit closer to the crater, from at least from above, and then you had like the big other crater with the lake. I thought that was fully my jam. Listen also that when we say, when she says it's not hard, it's an easy hike, this comes with the understanding that like we hike fairly often. So if it's a bad weather or bad conditions, there were parts in here that when the cold hit, it was very cold. So very windy. If you manage to have the day that we had today, you are going to have a blast, because look at it right now. We are on the peak, almost no clouds and almost no wind. Oh, that looks like we're gonna find Hagrid there.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Wondering, there were a lot of people on the other side, like at the edge of the crater, and then we heard like a public announcement, and everybody, like we saw like this whole stream of people moving away, and all the cars are driving away. So, just so you know, just for your information.
So they didn't say anything about don't go down, like go down?
No, it's like actually on the other side of the crater we heard the people moving away.
The place you can go with the bus, so it's just for bus people that just go
I
to
see,
the crater outlooking
That's
area.
good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know. Probably it's like if it's on that side, it's like they have to evacuate. It's probably also good to know that on this side.
That's kind of where we have the car.
On the other side.
By the bus and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
On this side.
We just went all the way up through the crater.
Right.
Came up here, did the whole loop, come back here, and now we're going back down again.
Right.
And it wasn't smoking when you were.
No, I mean we left it there like for 4 hours here already.
Alright.
So
You could look. Did you look down into the
no,
crater?
because like you needed to ask, so you needed to have like there's a guard post, and they're like you cannot come, but you said like I'm going to like this peak from this route, and they're like okay, so you just
Okay.
but like our route, you could see like the stairs to go to the crater was there, the stairs to go there. So tempting.
Yeah.
So tempting.
Same thing.
All right, I don't know how much you hear from this conversation, but in the lower part of the hike where we actually started, they have started to evacuate because there's a lot of volcanic activity in the lower part, and that is on the area where we exactly have the car parked. That's where we start the hike. So it was a heads up. I don't know for how long this is actually gonna be a thing, since we have still probably an hour and a half to go down. Yep, there might not be a car when we come down there. But imagine we are on the top of the hike and we can smell it, so it makes sense. We gotta protect a little bit ourselves from the toxic gases. Well, at least I look so badass now. That's insane that we actually have to evacuate this. For this. Wow. Damn son, even my eyes are a little itchy now.
Bye, beautiful. It was lovely.
It's just got so quiet here. This is not the nicest thing for the legs. There's another path on this area, which is basically like a wooden trail with the stairs going down very nicely. But because of probably the restrictions, the only way that it's allowed to hike is by hiking back Mount Sarayama. Ay Diosito, ay Dios santo. All right. Where? What an absolute banger of a hike. I loved it. Yeah. Geez, what a difference. There's nobody here and it's so quiet. Couldn't be nicer to finish this hike on the golden hour. This is so beautiful now. Well, as the region has been astonishing. And as we have this beautiful sun on the back, I think it's time to say bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.